This is Opulent Philanthropy, Inc. We are supporting the people of Hawaii during the wildfires that are burning out of control, and people having to evacuate and leave their homes, and several people have died, and many people have been hospitalized. And if you would like to join us to help them by viewing the video, subscribing, or donating, if you'd like to donate $1 or $1 million, 100% will go to this cause to help the people that evacuated in Hawaii. So if you can't afford to donate, just subscribe. That helps out. We're trying to grow the channel, and I'll view the video in its entirety if you have time. So we would appreciate that. Opulent Philanthropy is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We help people around the world. So by donating through YouTube or our website, 100%, as I said earlier, will go to the this event. PayPal charges a fee, $2.89 plus 49 cents per transaction. When you donate, there is a section to write a note. Please let us know your donation intentions. You'll receive an email from us verifying the full amount. We'll provide a receipt tax letter for tax purposes. Receipt saying that you made a donation if it's over $250. Many donors are eligible to deduct donations from their taxes. So we would like to thank the corporations and their employees for helping us support people around the world. So we want to thank them. They volunteer in many ways by helping growing this platform that we're on with YouTube, and volunteering to help people in other ways. We help soldiers, we help homeless, we help during disasters, and many other programs that we have trying to help people rebuild their lives and make this world a better place. So we want to thank those employees. They've been a big help with everything that we are doing. So thank you. So help is desperately needed in Hawaii as devastating, fast-moving wildfires are still burning out of control across the big island of Maui. Strong winds associated with Hurricane Dora have fanned the flames, knocking out local communication, destroying homes and historic buildings, including the popular Maui tourist destination, Lahaina Town. Maui hospitals are overwhelmed with patients suffering from burns and smoke inhalation. Thousands have evacuated or been displaced. Search and rescue efforts are still ongoing, but local officials warned that the death toll could rise as more information comes available. So we know that 6 people have died in these fires, and it's a horrible tragedy. I guess the fires was fast moving and people couldn't get out of harm's way. They never seen anything like this. It's the first time, and fires they went to evacuate, I think, in Lahaina, and they had to re-evacuate again. Some people jumped in the oceans, and it was just a terrible situation where people are fleeing these fires whatever kind of way they can. So it's a scene out of a horror movie. So people are suffering burns and smoke inhalations. Thousands have evacuated or been displaced. Search and rescue efforts are still ongoing. The death toll could climb. So this is a horrible fire. And if any of you have family members over there and would like to help out, we would appreciate it. They would appreciate it. So we're just trying to help out any way we can. Like these wildfires and was in Canada, and they just go around the world. People are losing their homes, and when you lose your home, it's traumatizing. So these people are losing everything but the clothes that they run off with, and we're going through some scary times. It's getting hotter, and when it get hotter, and the trees and the grass and the brushes dry out, the ground is dry, you get a fire and everything's ablaze. And like they say, with the Hurricane Dora out there blowing, make the winds pick up, and completely destroyed their homes, their livelihood, businesses. It's just a bad situation right now, and hopefully they will get the help that they need, and that's why we're here trying to provide some assistance to these people during these horrible times. And so anyway, so there are a lot of the communication services are down. I don't think you're able to travel. Many travelers are in limbo as they struggle to leave the hard-hit island. Maui have to reschedule imminent travel plans, so it's hard to get off the island right now. So if you're there, you're stuck for right now till they can get these fires. And I think the hurricane is making it very hard for the planes that drop water on the flyers to fly. So that's another reason they're out of control. We don't know how many fire stations they have over in Hawaii to battle these flames, but they're trying to get them under control. They are out of control, and they have many fires burning. It's just not in Maui. They got 2 or 3 other places that are also on fire. So it's a dangerous situation for the firefighters, and the fire don't kill you, to smoke or hospitalize you. Can't breathe that heavy smoke, and all we can do is pray that the people make it safely to their destination. Get out of this, and they put the fire out, and everything is go pretty good for them. So a blaze engulfed the historic town, which is a popular tourist destination, and the town was evacuated. Communication networks have been crippled, and it's unclear how much the fires have impacted the surrounding coast, where numerous resorts are located. So if they don't have any way to communicate with your family members, this is a horrible time. I guess the power lines, electricity, everything has been damaged or destroyed or knocked down by these wildfires. One resident that escaped the fire, Claire Kent, told CNN that particularly everything on the town's front street had burned, including the historic banyan tree, a Lahaina landmark. But this fire is not it's not playing. This is a serious wildfire, and it's not under control, and people are, I guess, hopefully they're fleeing away from it. But when you got many fires burning and the smoke, just the smoke alone, you can't breathe. That's why so many people is being hospitalized. So they're having problems communicating with the people by the communications being down. Local contacts have said that damage is contained around the Lahaina area. The major resort areas such as Kanapali, Kapula, and Wale were not part of the fire. So these areas, some areas didn't get it as bad as Lahaina. Some areas of the Kola Coast on the island of Hawaii have been evacuated because of the fires. Fire hazards and emergency shelters are noted here. So there are some shelters available. I don't know if they can handle the thousands of people that are fleeing, but they're doing the best they can. It's a tragedy. It's bad, and like I say, a lot of people want to help, but if you have no transportation in, you have to wait. And we're going to be seeking volunteers that can help get some food, water, and help with shelter over in Hawaii, because this is what is going to be needed. Everybody are not tourists. A lot of these people live there, and their homes are gone, and a lot of times these disasters it take years to recover. And a lot of times by the time we cover one tragedy, disaster, there is another. So people be recovering years. They never, once the media leave, and you can people stop helping out, or the government run out of money, or only allocate so much because another storm, another fire, another something has happened, and that stops the the support just goes somewhere else. And you wouldn't believe it. People still have to live here in these burnt down homes. They have to rebuild them. They have to, your jobs could be gone. It's just, how can you work if all your stuff is burnt down? So they're going to be needing a whole lot of help. This is probably like $800 million or a couple of $1 billion worth of damage. It looks pretty bad. So thousands of people in Maui are without cell service as the wildfires continue to rage out of control on the island. So they can't even make a call or contact the local authorities. Anything. Preventing people from calling emergency service or updating loved ones about their status. It could take days or even weeks to get the networks back up and running. So you won't even be able to contact a family member or a loved one to see if they're okay, because unless you can see them on the news, they don't have any internet service to view this program and leave a message, and then I can rebroadcast it and let the family members know that they are okay. But a lot of times it's going to be hard to contact them with everything burned up like it is. So even 911 is down, cell service is down, phone service is down. Although strong winds can sometimes threaten cell towers Most are strong enough to handle the worst even a Category 5 can bring. Fire, however, complicates this issue. So I guess they're not fireproof. And burn up all the electronics. When the fires get too close to cell sites, they will obviously burn the equipment, antennas, and feed lines. In extreme cases, they will also weaken the towers, leading some to collapse. The smoke and flames can also attenuate signals because of the particulate density in the air. So man, this is, can you imagine not able to use your cell phone, your home, your nothing? And they said for weeks, and planes are not flying out, you can't leave the island, and people are getting rescued from the water. This is a real disaster, and I'm sure these people are frightened for their lives. It's serious whenever you have this type of natural disaster. I don't know. I haven't seen what started the fire, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find out in a minute, but we will let you know. So if a tower collapses, cell networks could take months to restore. Months. Yeah. No communication for months. And like I say, as soon as the next event occurs, people forget. So many news events that occur, like people go right on to we have short-term memory. Go right on to the next event. But if anybody would like to help out during this event, please make a donation through our PayPal on the page or on our website. We'll be letting you view the website. We also have a donation button on there, so you can help out if you like. And like I said earlier, 100% of the donations will go to the victims of this tragedy, to the people that's needing help, needing clothing, needing shelter, needing food. Because like I say, when everything burn up, there is nothing. So they're going to try to do some if the towers collapse, they are prepared to do some restoration with mobile backup units. It could bring limited service back within hours, so some people may be able to get through and make a call and tell their loved ones they're all right. So power outages are also a threat to cell phone towers. The Maui disaster, if you can't charge your phone, the tower up, you still don't have nothing. The Maui disasters has already wiped out power to at least 14,000 homes and businesses in the area, according to the poweroutage.us. Many towers have backup power generations, but they have limited capacity, so they're probably using them for the hospitals or people on oxygen, or disabled people would be the first to receive this power. So, and if it's limited, nursing homes and different places like that will be able to save these people. Cell towers have backup technology built in, but this is typically done through optical fiber cables or microwave links, according to Demetrius Mavericks, senior researcher at ABI. However, if something extraordinary happens, such as interaction with rampant fires, these links may experience catastrophic failures and leave cells without a connection to the rest of the world. So the fire, once the fire hit, people may not even get reception, because once everybody tried to see a signal and everybody try to turn on their phone, and it's not going to probably work. It's not going to work. This is a horror movie. exactly what it is. People are struggling to make it. 6 people have been killed, as we said earlier. This is an unprecedented wildfire that are raging. It's raging. The big island of Maui. 9,000 people. That's, I guess, 9,000 people has been destroyed, and hundreds, I guess, the homes have been destroyed, and hundreds of families displaced. That's the tourist and economic hub. So I guess 9,000 people had to evacuate. That was over in Lahaina. That's a lot of people. A lot of people. Most of the fires in Maui fueled in part by violent winds. That's 800 miles away, a Hurricane Dora. The wildfires in Maui spread quickly. Many people did not have time to prepare. They had to just leave with clothes on their back when the fire swept through their town. They didn't have time to grab anything but their lives and go. So Claire Kent said her home in Lahaina was burned down in the fast-moving fire. It happened so fast, she said, describing how the day started like any other. Kent said she was off work because of high winds from Hurricane Dora. She works on a boat in the harbor, and all the trips were canceled due to the weather. So she was at home and had to flee, sound like. She said she heard the first explosion of gas stations exploding, and then she saw black smoke a couple of streets away. And within a half hour, we were out the door. That's what she said. 30 minutes to go. She went to a friend's house and didn't even go home. She didn't have anything with her. That is horrifying. Hopefully the fire missed her home, hopefully, because like I say, starting over takes years to rebuy furniture, rebuy food, rebuild. If you left a vehicle at the house, it'll be burnt down. You know, we don't know if these people had insurance. A lot of people don't have insurance. A lot of insurance companies are refusing to insure certain places, and a lot of them are going bankrupt. The fires are just too much to be able to repair everything. So usually when a disaster happen like this, and if a lot of people are insured, the insurance companies, once they pay out, it's over. If it's not over, they pull out of the market because it's way too expensive, and they're not in business to take a big loss like this. They're in business to make a profit like any other company, but it's a tragedy. What do you do once the insurance companies pull out? Then you're on your own. So they're pulling out of a lot of places, and this means as these fires grow, if you can't insure your home, I guess you have to pull out too. You have to, because if you lose everything, then you don't want to lose everything. So that's why you would have to pull out to keep from pull out before while people still buying, I guess. So. This is definitely a horror movie. The flames on both sides of the road, like she said, it was something like a horror movie, describing the scenes as cars is flying by trying to evacuate. The fire was on both sides, She said that due to spotty cell service, evacuation warnings were delivered by people running down the street saying, let's go, get to moving. It's a bad fire, so the people became the warning. There were guys riding around on bicycles just screaming at people to leave, so had to go back to the old way. Technology failed them. Some people, however, wasn't able to get out. She described the flames was moving so quickly, enveloping some areas in a matter of half an hour. Some people were jumping into the water to get away from the fire. Everything is gone, she said. It's the history of Lahaina that is just so devastating. Lives was lost. They don't know the total death toll yet because the fire is not under control, but heroic efforts by first responders have prevented many casualties from occurring, but some loss of life is expected, and we know so far that 6 people have died. They believe the count will go up. So they suffered a terrible disaster in the form of a wildfire that has spread widely as a result of hurricane force winds in the region. Maui and the Big Island both experienced significant fires. Much of Lahaina on Maui has been destroyed. So Lahaina has wiped it out. Businesses, homes, much of it is all gone. So that's a lot of people out of work and lost their homes. So your livelihood is gone, your clothes is gone, your furniture is gone, your job is gone. This is a tragedy that I wouldn't want to experience. It was so hard starting over, trying to start over when times are already hard. And say more people than ever are using credit cards. So I think they said $1 trillion in credit debt. So people are already living on a tight budget, and they can start when you're already in a hole, about to fall in a hole. This would definitely bankrupt you and set you back. Sometimes it takes 10 years to get straight again because of the trying to get a new job, find a new place to live, living out of shelters, living out of your car, looking for charities to support you during these times. That's why we're here. But this is definitely a hardship, one that sometimes people be so traumatized and devastated they never recover. They never are the same, because when you lose all your valuables, all your memories, sometimes it's your photos and your pictures from your wedding, or your grandmother, or your mother, or your younger pictures. Everything's destroyed. You never see it again, and that takes a big piece out of you. Like I said, some people are strong and can just move on, or have enough money to move on, and it don't affect them as bad. But the people that are not as strong, we're all different, that are not as strong, then they're going to have a hard life ahead. So the people have suffered a terrible disaster in the form of a wildfire that has spread widely because of the hurricane. Much of Lahaina has been destroyed. Hundreds of local families have been displaced, and people had to cut their vacation short and return to the state immediately. But like I say, the airports are not flying at this moment. So they're gonna submit a disaster declaration to the President Joe Biden once a assessment is made within the next couple of days. So we know this is a disaster, and it's going to take the government and people and charities and everybody to try to pitch in and make a difference and help out. And that is what we would like to do, is help these people during this time. So the state appreciates the people's concern and prayers from the mainland. They're saying we won't forget the aloha you have already begun to share with us. So it was a drought in Hawaii contributing to the fire spreading so fast. So yeah, it's a drought everywhere. It's a drought in a lot of places. Some places are getting rain, but some places haven't had any rain, and this is causing the as I said it earlier, these fires to just take off because the ground is so dry. The shrubbery is dry, the brushes, the tree, everything is dry. It's like fuel for the fire. Once it hit it, it's boom, it's out of control. And these droughts are what's very dangerous. So people that smoke, don't throw nothing on the ground. Maybe you shouldn't be barbecuing, and don't light your pit, don't light nothing. Just try to stay safe. You don't want to lose your home or your neighborhood or your city or your island, because when you see it's a drought, you have to be careful. So these fires have been fanned by the winds of Dora. Scientists are still trying to fully understand how the climate crisis will affect Hawaii. They have noted that drought will get worse as global temperatures increase. So somehow I know this is nature, and man can't just control the climate, but it's something we can do. We need to start making a change today. Because it's really bad. It's really bad. Maui has a moderate drought covering more than 1/3 of the island, with some areas seeing severe drought. The areas in drought coincide with where some of the fires are occurring. So warmer temperatures increase the amount of water the atmosphere can absorb, which then dries out the landscape. As heat sets in, the dried out land and vegetation can provide fuel for the wildfires, which can swiftly turn deadly if strong winds help fan the flames into the communities. So they had fires, look like in Lahaina and Maui and Kahola. That's 3 different places on the islands where these fires are just devastating these people. So conditions are becoming more extreme and common in Hawaii and other Pacific islands. Scientists have noted in that report that the rainfall has generally been decreasing in Hawaii over time with the number of consecutive dry days. So anybody that's in a drought, you can see the grass turning brown. You can water it; it's still burning, and I mean it's a drought like I've never seen. I try to stay out of that heat. We're having a heat wave where we're at, and we're trying to stay cool. Hopefully, at the end of this month, we'll be able to put some cooler temperatures. So satellite imagery captured just how quickly Hawaii's wildfire spread on Tuesday afternoon and evening as strong winds blew from the northeast. And It's bad. We just want to be able to help out, and hopefully, like I say, we're going to be praying for Hawaii and hope that the people can get to safety, and their loved ones can contact them soon and let them know that they are all right. Because if you have family over there, I'm sure you're on edge, not knowing. Nobody wants their family member to burn up in a fire. It's just too horrific. So evacuations are still underway across Hawaii's big island of Maui, and several wildfires are still raging. So they say park your vehicle in an area clear of vegetation. Close all vehicle windows and vents. If you have a cotton or wool blanket or jacket, cover yourself with it to deflect radiant heat. Lie on the floor of your vehicle. If you're at home, fill all sinks and tubs to stock up on water. If the power goes out, keep the doors and windows closed but unlocked. So they say don't lock your windows, and stay inside your house. Stay away from outside walls and windows. Try to find a place free from vegetation, such as a ditch or depression on level ground. Lie face down and cover your body to minimize smoke inhalation. Maui's Kahula Airport is sheltering approximately 1,800 travelers, and cancel flights and flights arriving. Everything's canceled. The department said in the post that it worked with airlines TSA to shelter passengers for safety sake as wildfires continue to burn. That's in Lahaina in Up County. The state of Hawaii is discouraging any non-essential travel to the island of Maui because of the fire. So you had a vacation going there, you cancel. Or like I say, well, you can't get in anyway, so it's automatically canceled. There's been 13 delays at the airport, and 9% of the departing flights. So there are concerns that smoke from the wildfires could disrupt more flights. So they're trying to get people out of there, which is good. People want to go if something horrific like this is happening. You're not worried about anything, but getting out of there is first thing. Hawaii is discouraging non-essential travel to Kauai, and we are supporting our guests with flexible options to change their flights. So they're letting you change. They're not giving you a hard time. The safety of our guests and employees, including teammates who live and work in Maui, is our priority, and we will continue to support the state with ongoing response. Yeah, this is big. This is breaking news. It's been breaking all day, and we'll see how's it going to tomorrow. So this is our website, Opulent Philanthropy Inc. You can also go here and make a donation. www.opulentusa.org. You can contact us through this website very easily. And there's our phone number. You can contact us through the phone number. And if you'd like to make a donation, there's a donation button to support the people of Maui. Hawaii wildfires, and we have a write-up about what's going on with the fires. Like I said, we have corporations that provide support all the time to all these events, because these corporations are large. They're all around the world. So if you would like to come to our webpage and make a donation, we would appreciate it. The people of Hawaii would appreciate it. We're going to be here. We're going to grow this channel. We're going to be here. We're going to help as many people as we can to try and make their lives whole again. We also have some people like to donate in crypto. We have crypto donors, and so if you would like to donate cryptocurrency, we have a crypto button, donate, where you can donate cryptocurrency, and we have a stock button. You can donate stocks. So just when you click on different buttons, you can it'll take you to the page. I don't know, for some reason I'm not able to click on it, but maybe I'm on the preview or something, but it'll take you to the page where you can make that donation. And that's what we're trying to, that's one way we have to help people. A lot of times people, cryptocurrency is big among the young. We got a lot of young billionaires that donate crypto. We have to post this on Twitter. Got a lot of our crypto supporters on Twitter, so we will be posting this video so they can also help out, and we'll post on some of our other social media sites to try and get the word out. We've already posted with the corporations and their employees, so they will see the support for this event. And this is just another avenue to help out people during disasters. So this is just another way to help, another avenue. There's so many platforms now. We signed up. We are 8. We just signed up for that. So people are putting up platforms daily. So we just try to reach on as many platforms as we can. Plus, we want to thank Google. We have free ads where we post, and they support us. So we have to make our advertising over there, and we also run advertising. So we try to be in many places as we can, but right now we are putting a little more focus on YouTube because of the billions of people that are on YouTube. YouTube is one of probably the biggest platform. TikTok is growing, and Facebook is big, so we're on Facebook. We're just trying. It's a lot. It's a lot of platforms, a lot of people everywhere. Everybody got their own choice of where they get their news, and this is just another choice. So we're working to grow this. We grow this and grow our other channels to. The quicker we grow, the bigger we get, the more people we can help out, and this is what this is about, trying to help out as many people as possible. So 6 patients were flown from Maui to the island of Oahu on Tuesday night. Now, and the regional director for Hawaii Life Flight, an air ambulance company, 3 of them had critical burns and were taken to Straub Medical Center burn unit, he said. While some were taken to other Honolulu hospitals, at least 20 patients were taken to Maui Memorial Medical Center. So it's a lot of the hospitals are having a lot of patients coming in. This is just a fear, but I've seen somewhere where they are getting overwhelmed. This is unprecedented. Mahina Martin said, right now it's all hands on deck. Fire was widespread in Lahaina town, including on Front Street, an area that is popular with tourists. The emergency unfolded in the night, which made it more terrifying and more difficult to survey the damage. Photos posted by the county showed a line of flames blazing across an intersection of Lahaina and leaping above buildings in the town, whose historic district is on the National Registry of Historic Places. The flames was leaping above buildings. That's scary. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that. They said it was like a war zone. Things were exploding left and right. I guess that was gas from the homes, the gas stations, or whatever caught on fire and turned it into a war zone. Lahaina resident Kimoku Kapu was tying down loose objects in the wind at the cultural center he runs in Lahaina when his wife showed up and told him they had to go. Things got crazy. The wind started picking up, said Kapu, who added that they got out in the nick of time. And that's good. I'm glad I think all that stuff burned down, but it's sad they burned down. But your life is more important than material things. It's historic. You can't get it back. I guess you can build something similar, but you don't want to burn down any of this. It's valuable, but it's not more valuable than the human life. So 2 blocks away, they saw fire and billowing smoke. Kapu and his wife and a friend jumped into his pickup truck. By the time they turned around, the building was on fire. So it was that quick. So as soon as he got out, it burned up. Well, he need to thank his wife, because he was tying down stuff and she was trying to save his life. So she cared about him. That's a blessing. Residents reported widespread destruction. Said they're heartbroken everywhere. Their memories, their homes, everyone's lives have tragically changed within 12 hours. All roads in and out of West Maui's biggest community were closed to the public. Meanwhile, the acting Governor Silver Luke issued an emergency proclamation on behalf of the governor. It was not immediately known how many structures have burned or how many people have been evacuated, but Martin said there were 4 shelters open and that more than 1,000 people had checked into the largest of them. The fire crews on Maui are battling blazes, concentrated in 2 areas, the popular tourist destination of West Maui and inland mountains. So those shelters are full. They're at capacity. And still more people need shelter. So they need shelter, they need food, they need water, they need clothing, they need medical supplies, medicine. They need everything that it take, the basics to live. Some people are sick, some people are elderly. Different people need different things. There's babies, there's pregnant mothers, so it's a lot of things that's needed. Hurricane Dora complicated matters for firefighters in an already dry season. Hawaii is sandwiched between high pressure to the north and a low pressure system associated with Dora. A meteorologist in Honolulu added that dryness and gusts make it dangerous fire situation, so the fires that do exist can spread out of control rapidly. And this is what has happened. The hurricane and the drought has caused the catastrophe. So the winds was at 60 miles per hour and knocked out power and forced firefighting helicopters to stay grounded, so they couldn't even fly to try and get this fire under control. Strong winds were expected to diminish on Wednesday, but there was little chance of rain. Firefighters were encountering roads blocked by downed trees and power lines as they worked the inland fires. About 14,500 people in Maui were without power. This is definitely one of the more challenging days for our island, given that it's multiple fires, multiple evacuations in different districts. Winds up to 80 miles an hour were recorded in inland Maui, and one fire that was believed to have been contained flared up hours later with the gusts. Like we say, this platform is to help these people 100%. And when we started out, we had 28 a couple of months ago, not even 2 months, 28 subscribers. We probably got a couple of thousand now, and we had around probably I don't know 700 hours of views, 700 views or something. We have over 100,000, so we're growing rapidly, fast, and like I say, we want to thank all of the people on YouTube that are interested in disaster relief and helping people, helping their community, helping other people around the world. It all depends on how you want to help, but we appreciate the help that you have been giving, the funds that we have been raising from the different programs. We have programs from last year that we still raise funds for, and it's a blessing to be able to help people out during these times of need, and they thank us all the time. If you go to our website, www.opulentusa.org, you will see the many programs that we have created to help people all over the world. It's a lot of work, but it's for a good cause. We have many good causes and many people supporting us with these causes that make life a lot easier for those that are traumatized by these disasters. It's definitely one of the more challenging days of the island, given that it's multiple fires. So they're having a hard time. The fire can be a mile or more from your house, but in a minute or two, it could be at your house. So you can see it way away, and with those wind gusts, they're right there about to burn you and everything down. At least 2 homes were destroyed by fire that engulfed about 1,000 acres. About 80 people were evacuated from 40 homes. That's in the Kailua in Maui area. The fires in Hawaii are unlike many of those burning in the western U.S. They tend to break out in large grasslands on the dry side of the island, and are generally much smaller than mainland fires. Fires were rare in Hawaii and on other tropical islands before humans arrived, and ecosystems evolved without them, which means that great environmental damage can occur when fires erupt. Fires remove vegetation. When a fire is followed by heavy rain, the rain can carry loose soil into the ocean, where it can smother the coral reefs. We'll be giving updates on this event, and we want to thank everybody that is helping out, and volunteers that help out daily, and the corporations. Thank everybody. Thank you very much.